Big Beautiful Beef is back. Elon Musk wants to launch a third party called the America Party. President Trump says he's saddened to watch his former first buddy go completely off the rails and essentially becoming a train wreck.
I think it's ridiculous to start a third party. We have a tremendous success with the Republican Party. The Democrats have lost their way, but it's always been a two-party system. And I think starting a third party just adds to confusion. It really seems to have been developed for two parties. Third parties have never worked. So he can have fun with it, but I think it's ridiculous.
Kellyanne, is Elon Musk serious about the third party?
I hope these two reconcile at some point, but these third parties don't do well in this country. And in fact, Trump himself has transformed the Republican Party into the party of the worker. He's diversified his coalition. I think his campaign promises have been a blueprint for governing. He's on a hot two-week streak and counting. But Musk has to realize that you need a lot more than money to start and be successful with the third party. And you end up being a spoiler, by the way, because you're against something. And we've had, I think it forced Herschel Walker into a runoff in Georgia. He eventually lost. That woman, Marcy Kaptur in Ohio, barely won her congressional seat because there was a third-party libertarian in there that helped her. And he has to realize 50 different rules, 50 different thresholds to get on the ballot in 50 states, 15% to qualify you to be on the debate stage in president. So it sounds all fun and games. But I actually think, and by the way, which consultants are going to go work for Elon Musk? A lot of money, but against President Trump is he really transforming?
Do they want a Ross Perot, the Republican Party?
Well, I have two things on that. One is I think that whoever is telling Elon Musk that this is a good idea is probably the consultant that wants to make a lot of money, and it won't be successful. The other thing I would say is that you could try to Ross Perot it, right? But what ends up happening, and I'm hoping someone will convey to him that the people who would benefit most from this are the ones who want to investigate him and jail him and firebomb the Teslas and harass people who bought some of his products, because that's what would benefit in the long run.
How are you trying to have these two men make up, Greg?
Well, it's very interesting you put it that way. This is a passionate couple. You know them. Everybody knows this passionate couple. They love each other, but they quarrel publicly. And we can always predict the outcomes. They'll be yelling and screaming at the restaurant table. And there's going to be, then 20 minutes later, there's awkwardness as they just kiss and make up. And it's usually in the bathroom where everybody can hear it. This is what it is. I like the way Trump deals with Musk. He knows he's a prickly genius, but it's almost a fatherly kind of thing. You don't see that very often from Trump. Also, I think a lot of people, I don't know anything about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think people are misreading this. I don't think this is a third party as in the Libertarian Party or the Reform Party or the Bull Moose Party, if you will.
Yeah,
I think it's more like a Tea Party thing. You know, a group created to apply pressure in certain places, maybe to get rid of some people you don't like, but bring in somebody who is singularly about the debt. So it's not about running a presidential candidate. If it exists, it will always throw behind somebody like Trump. It's more about applying pressure. What do you say to that?
I say we kind of treat you the way Trump treats Musk.
Oh,
like a prickly genius. Kind of just...
Well, you're good on the first syllable.
Jessica?
It obviously, it doesn't work with our system, like Kellyanne was saying. I think it would be great if we had proportional representation. There are a lot of people who don't feel represented by the two major parties and are looking for something that's closer to the way that they see the world, or to have representatives that they feel are more responsive to the things that actually matter to them. But it's not going to happen. It's winner take all, and he'll just be a little bit of a prickly menace.
Pop quiz. What was the Bull Moose Party platform? Quick. 5, 4, 3. I don't know either. Up next, he fights for truth, justice, and your preferred pronouns. The new Superman is going woke. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.